Hi, welcome back to Continuous Integration Workflow. In this lesson, we will be releasing our developed feature and create a hotfix for a reported bug. As you already know, we first need to create a release branch off of our current develop branch. So this is what we are doing now. Let's say our currently released version is 1.1.4, so our next release would be 1.2. This version number will also be used in our branch name. After branching, the first thing you would normally do in a versioned application is to update the public version information in your project. It would be best to create a script to bump this information. You might even use the branch name to automatically pull the version from it. A Rails app normally doesn't have a version, so we are going to omit that step. I'm also going to push the branch to the server, so Travis CI can run builds on it. Since we are on a release branch, we aren't allowed to add new features, just bug fixes and small cosmetic adjustments. To simulate that, let's say our marketing team found that we shouldn't just use authors as a title for the listing. We should use all authors. So let's make this change. Hop into the editor and change the h1 tag to all authors. Then commit the changes and push to the server. Let's see what Travis has to say about our commits. It's still running, but when it finishes, all jobs are green. Great, this means our feature is ready for release. To finish the release, check out the master branch. Then merge the changes from the release branch with the no fast forward option into master. We are also going to tag this version 1.2 and add an annotation with the release changes. After merging into master is done, we also merge the release branch back into develop using the same options. Then we can delete the branch, both locally and on the server. Now the procedure for a hotfix. First, check out a new hotfix branch for version 1.2.1 from master. The bug report says that when books are created or edited, the release date doesn't get saved. I have a feeling I know why this is so. When we open up the responsible controller and have a look at the book params method, we can see that the release date parameter is missing. Strong parameters was filtering it out. When fixing a bug and there isn't a test case covering it, like here, it's important to write tests to cover the change. So before we are going to finish this hotfix, we are going to write some controller tests. Create a new file under spec controllers called books controller spec RB. Add the Rails helper and the surrounding describe block. We need a test for the create method and check for the release date. I happen to know that a book requires a numeric ISBN and a title. When working with date and time, it is always a good idea to store it in a variable when testing, so time doesn't advance by accident and make your tests fail. Now, when we run our tests, we can see they are passing. To verify that the test actually tests something, it is a good idea to undo the change and see if it fails. It does. Good. The test complains about a missing release date. That is what we wanted. Let's change the code back to the correct behavior. We could also test the update method. To save time, we can copy the describe block from create. Since update expects an already present book, we have to utilize factory girl to create one. We also need to change a few parameters here. Now, when we run the test, we see a failure. It seems like factory girl has invalid values. Right, that is no numeric ISBN. Let's clean the factory up with meaningful values. Still an error. Let's see. Okay. A copy and paste mistake. We don't want to call post create, we want to call put update. Now it works. We can finish our hotfix. To do so, follow the same steps as in the release procedure. Commit your changes. Wait for the branch to have a green build. Merge into master. Tag the release. Merge into develop. Delete the branch. Push master and develop to the server. That is Git flow. Now you know how to develop features, create releases, and apply hotfixes. Congratulations! You just improved your development workflow, even if you only use parts of it. In the next lesson, we're going to deploy our application to Engine Yard. See you there!